On to the part of Maiden of Blackwater. This time we're doing 11th drop with Miyu this time, as we're going to be finding Miku Hinasaki. Yep, we're finally finding our original main character. Let's see how this goes. Oh, look, it's the cover. The Shadowborn. Having brought Yuri back from the Lake of the Departed, Miyu stays a while at the antique shop. Convinced that Miku Hinasaki is someone on Mount Akami, Miyu knows the only way to find her is to follow her shadow. To do so, she needs the help of Yuri's camera obscura. So we're gonna fucking steal it, huh? Lovely. Alright, let's go through, because at this point, it'll be our last time going over them individually before we just end up with the final chapter. I'll be an hour-long part. I saw Mother's traces appear in the cemetery. Maybe I'll be able to find something if I examine it using the camera obscura. Yeah, maybe you will be able to find something in the fucking camera. I wonder if I can borrow it one more time. I'm sure you'll be able to somehow find a way. Just check that closet right there. Little drawer. Nothing. Okay. I might also have a look at the items real quickly. As a note, there are a lot of things I need to check, including the temp drop there, but obviously there are some things I need to read up on, like, Kazuya here. A former schoolmate of Ren's, who was collecting post-mortem photographs of Ren when he went missing. Some days later, he called of news of his impending marriage. It was a ghost marriage, the bride in the photograph. He's a fucking idiot. Massive fucking idiot. During the ceremony, he was overcome with fear of the bride and guilt towards Ren. The ghost marriage failed. By the time Ren found him, he had turned into a ghost. Yeah, who saw that coming, huh? We also have Hall of Fire. The hall where the eternal forbidden flame was kept. The undying flame was the source of the flames used in local rituals. The use of sacred flames is documented in many religions, but those of Mount Akami had a unique use for the fire. And we all know what kind of use that was. The forbidden flame kept the black water from pouring out of the shadow spring. It was necessary to carry the flame in order to safely approach the black water. The flame keepers in charge of tending the fire were required to purify themselves before being allowed near it. And then they act like complete fuckheads when you have to fight them. What else we got here? Oh, a lot. Tainted. If one is drenched in black water, the water of death, it will slowly consume a person's body. It will bring them close to the netherworld even as they're still alive. The black water taints the soul, eventually turning it into a ghost. Yeah, seeing how the black water acts. Only the second flame can clean off the black water. This special fire has been carefully maintained on Mount Akami. Those who die from being tainted by the black water become ghosts, with black water pouring out of their mouths and eyes. They dread living into the dark. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness with the water. Gotta be careful about it. What else have we got here? The ghost marriage. A posthumous wedding. The tradition of ghost marriage differs from place to place. It was performed mostly for those who died at a young age without ever having married to bring them happiness in their afterlife. Oh boy. 4 pages. Participants would be represented by an effigy or a photograph during the ceremony in which their soul is wed to a living groom bride. On Mount Akami, the weddings took place between sacrificed shrine maidens and outsiders brought to the mountain. I'm guessing we're the outsiders. The practice was carried out in order to strengthen the maidens surrounding the Shadow Spring as pillars. They were believed to last longer than joining the darkness by a partner. The grooms were free to choose which shrine maiden they wanted to marry. Yeah, sure thing, mate. If the wedding was successful, the bride would take the man back with her to the casket in which she would have drowned. In the event the wedding did not go as planned, the groom would be shut in a reliquary and placed in the water. And I'm guessing that's what happened to Kazuya. This term refers to the shrine maidens drowned in the Shadow Spring as sacrifices. The maidens were shut in boxes filled with black water. The water brought them close to death and gradually eroded their bodies. But if their resolve was wrong, they would retain their physical form. The immortal flower is what we're reading now. Alright. While in the caskets, being suspended between life and death, the shrine maidens would not age. Their beauty, being immune to the effects of time, inspired people to call them mortal flowers. We can see that definitely of one of the enemies we're dealing with. Oh, Shadowborn. A child born from a union between a living person and a ghost. Tales of such children are rare, but can be found in many parts of the world. I think we know which one's a Shadowborn. Shadowborn were generally feared and detested as being of the netherworld, but in some parts people revere them for their strong psychic abilities. I think another person may be that. And of course, our last chapter, Temp Drop. Ren finds Rui in the Veiled House only to be pulled into a reliquary. He wakes in an unfamiliar building. An old woman leads Ren to a room in which Rui is waiting, dressed as a bride. The room where the ghost marriages are held. Yeah, that old woman's gonna be a real bitch, isn't she? Rui changed to a fearsome bride wearing black. Then, in a flash, they are back in the folklorist's house. There they encounter Kazuya, whose own wedding to a ghost went horribly wrong. The Veiled House vanishes, with Kazuya still inside. As he fucking deserves, because he's a goddamn idiot. Genuinely, Kazuya is a fucking idiot. Also, there's some tokens here which we can have a look at real quickly. Like, portraits of deceased, taken in the folklorist's abandoned house. The portraits of deceased couple. You know? Besides that, however, you know, the collection can't really go through much of that. And the items that we have... By the way, I want to get rid of these by just, like, zooming through them, but I have to select them, and... Yeah, I generally can't be fought. Also, Rusty Key, a key found in the folklorist's house. It was hidden behind a photo of a deceased individual in the family chapel. There you go, that one. And, yeah, there you go. That's going to do it for the readouts. As you can see, there was a lot to go through. The collection, there's a lot of stuff I haven't, you know, gotten rid of. I will probably never get rid of them. I may end up getting rid of them at some point and just, like, cutting it out, but, yeah, for the most part, you've already seen all that shit because I read it out in previous parts. Right, now it's time to go get that camera. So, yeah, at this point, we're going to be getting some hour-long parts, and this is also the point where we get the last far... Oh, the camera should be in Yuri's room. Thank you. I thought it was somewhere else, game. Anyway, the main thing with what we're doing right now is that these are the last chapters where we play as an individual character. Besides the very last chapter, this is the last time we're just playing as Miyu here. So yeah. Looks like she's having a bad dream. Uh-huh. You can see that from her face. Well, there's her camera. Oh, and the lamp's been placed on the plain writing desk. And it's looking directly on our prize. With the camera obscure at my disposal, I'll find Mother for sure. Yep. Got the camera. Yep. There were some notes in the photograph under the camera. Is this from when my mother was missing? Or would Yuri have this? Of course. Miku Hinasaki, Sachiyama friend, client, personal photo, disappeared searching for a missing brother but was found. Mother of one, father unknown, disappeared again 3 years later. Note, photographer, client is her daughter's guardian. Good job, Sachi. Good fucking job. Results, search abandoned. Attempted shadow rating several times, but researchers were too weak to follow. Suspected subject is alive, but a newer or stronger token is required. It may be that the subject does not want to be found. Uh-huh. Of course. It's a photo. If I use the camera to follow her trace, I can do it. I can find her.
Using the camera obscura makes me feel closer to the other side. My family had one too, but all that's left of it now is the case. Is that why my mother was spirited away? Because she used a camera obscura?
If that was the case, then all you motherfuckers are fucked. A notebook's been left on the desk. This looks like Yuri's diary. Okay. When did I realize I could see things that others could not? When did I realize I could hear the voices of dead people? They tell me things. They whisper to me. The same things over and over. It doesn't fucking stop! I have to cover my ears so I don't accidentally listen. If I listen to them, I'll know. And if I know, I'll accept it. Many voices, all talking to me. Doesn't make any sense. They just won't stop. If only I could stop them from whispering to me. But they won't stop! Anyway, we have the camera now. And just to get it out of the way, yeah, just get that. And also, I have not been using any of those lenses, but I have an upgrade at the very least. However, I feel like her stats are pretty much fine. I mean, I could put some on the sensor, but Nah. I only need to worry about 2 characters in terms of possibly getting them close to max. She's not one of them. Her purpose will not require much in upgrading. Alright. Oh! Well, the hangwoman is back. Good to see her again for some reason. Let's see. There's something here, I'm guessing. Yep, there is. There's something more to read. I saw the book is left on the desk. It's like Miss Kurosawa's journal. Okay, Hisaka, let's go. I never did learn why Akari went missing. I guess she took that secret to the grave. It may seem trivial to other people, but it must have been important to her. Maybe people really can't understand one another. Quite possibly. I managed to save Yuri. I don't know why she went missing, though. When I touch her, I see nothing. Maybe there was no reason. And that worries me, like peering through darkness. Maybe she is just blank in the brain. Yuri will leave someday. It's okay if I don't know why. It's okay if we don't really understand each other. As long as she's in my arms, Yuri will be here with me. I'm not desperate. No, not at all. Anyway. Check the fucking cupboard. In the drawer, sorry. Nothing. Maybe someday there'll be something of interest. Maybe someday. But not today. Anyway, we're going back downstairs now. For the most part, this area, it just has like a few ghosts around here once we get the camera, which is why I put it on the film 7. Like right down here, there'll be 1 ghost here. See? So yeah, for the most part, I'm basically just keeping it on 7 for the time being, just so I can get all of the ghosts we need without wasting any 14, because last chapter, we were getting very fucking low on type 14, so we're not gonna take any chances this time. Let's go ahead and leave and head out to the Mount Ikami again. Now I have the camera obscure and the photograph of my mother, I'll be able to follow her trace. This time I'll find her. But is it a good idea to find her? Or are you just completely fucking yourself over? Anyway. We're at the station, and if I look to my right... Yeah, I had a feeling there'd be something around. The way it was just looking like that, I wasn't gonna trust it. Anyway, let's go on ahead and just go inside this room here. Get some items. Because luckily, we can get a lot of items in here, considering last time there weren't many opportunities for items. But this time we're actually getting a bit more of a better opportunity with our items. You know, we're getting some healing items, we're getting that purifying ember shit we never really used, except for I think that one time. And also, got some film. Yep, type 14. Again, we were getting pretty low, but now in this part, we end up actually kind of, becoming pretty stocked on type 14 to begin with. And then the game will just fuck me over and make me go very low again. Because we're going to be dealing with a lot of fights. And some of these fights are going to be obnoxious. And to make it even more annoying to me, a type 14, but I can't grab any of them because we are pretty much over the 99 limit. So, when we grab that. So, that sucks. That fucking sucks. Anyway, we're going to be dealing with a lot of fights, like this guy right here. But he's a joke, so, you know. Just, give me the fatal frame. There we go. I'll go ahead and try to touch him for some extra points. Nice. See, that was fine. I'm not really upset by him. That guy is a fucking joke, and I can deal with him. There are enemies, however, that are not jokes, and that suck. That really, really fucking suck. Like those flame pricks. Because those guys make it really hard to defeat them, and I worry the game is gonna throw quite a bit of them at me. Because the game has the tendency to prefer them at times. I'll be taking my Type 0 and leaving. And by leaving, I mean heading over to the path where the whole graveyard area is, because I'm pretty sure that's where we're going, due to the fact that I'm pretty sure there is a path that Miku was going to beforehand that I think I can remember fucking faintly. And yeah, she's heading that way. Yeah, she's going to that path. Okay, so we gotta go over and follow her there. And of course, there'll be a bunch of items around that area too, so I'll be trying to grab as many items as I can just to stock up. But first... Yeah. And in case you're wondering, oh, yes, there's a second one behind me. So me looking over at this guy, bad idea. But I somehow, without dodging, avoided that attack. He just barely missed me. So yeah, this is essentially how this fight is going to go. In that, I don't know how it's going to go. And I'm just going to spoil it for you right now. Because this is what really upset me the most. The game really, really preferred these assholes in this chapter. Sometimes the game will prefer, you know, maybe the boxed guys, you know, the guys carrying the box. Maybe you'll prefer the weak bitches that are jokes. And again, while you can see that guy coming for me, I could not. You see, all I have is that, you know, that square in the middle that you can see there. That's all I can see. Maybe it'll be easier for you if you, like, looked at the TV instead of your fucking, you know, Wii U controller while doing this. But, then you have the awkwardness of trying to move out looking at your fucking hands. And, much like a drawing tablet, I cannot deal with that. Also, that didn't do shit because I was supposed to aim for his torch. Now, there is something I'm gonna say right here. And that is that I never knew about this until I believe the next chapter. Because the next chapter, I deal with kind of a maze. And I had to base look up a guide on where I should be going so I can not get fucked over for that. If you see one of them trying to recover the other, and essentially you can go near them, you can touch them. And you can get the touch point thing from it and kill the other guy immediately. Now, I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. And if I did, I completely forgot. So, at points where you could see the guy trying to recover them, I could touch them. But at this entire video, I never knew that. And the game really threw a lot of those flame pricks at me. But what's worse is that this area, it extends a bit more than what I'm able to walk in. And these assholes can just be in those places. So, even though I'm off game my items and such, I have the problem of this happening. Where I'm just minding my own business. And then I find them up on those hills. Also, the graves will block them like walls. 'Cause that's fucking fair. So here's the problem. When you knock them around, and they're knocked behind on those fucking hills where the fucking trees are, you can't go to them. And if they're further enough away, you can't even shoot them at all with your camera. Which means that they can inadvertently plant their fucking little torches out in an area you can't reach towards. Now, luckily, I could Fatal Frame this asshole. Which was nice. And I killed him. Except the other guy's still alive. Now, again, I could touch this dude. The problem is that he's behind a fucking wall. So even though I consider the moment where I can touch him right now, I can't. One, behind a wall, and two, I didn't even know I can do that. And I start getting a little desperate, because I'm just like, these guys are such a pain that me waiting for the Fatal Frame isn't going to be of any good use. I am better off just, you know, trying to Shuttershock them at this point. You know? Also, I put myself to 7 because, over here... Yeah, I got Miku's photo again. So that's good. But before I go over there, there are again items around the place that I want to collect. Including film, including healing items. A lot of good stuff. The problem is who I gotta fucking fight. Now, if it's a guy holding a box on his back, not a problem. If it's flame pricks, big fucking problem. And I want you to know that we've had 2 flame pricks so far. Also, of course, game. Now, the good news is that this dude, besides his little entrance there, he's a joke. So, luckily, I can defeat a joke. Unfortunately, he backed up behind that wall, so I can't touch him at all. This area kind of sucks, because there are so many walls. And as I have mentioned multiple times throughout the Fatal Frame series, or Project Zero series, or what have you, walls are the greatest enemy in this series. And even now, these fucking walls are plentiful and obnoxious. And they cause a lot of issues for me when it comes to dealing with these fights. Now, of course, I am getting some, you know, good stuff. The problem is the fights. Luckily, though, I think this one is the box guys. Yeah. So, this guy not a big deal, you know? He'll charge at you, but that's about it, really. Really, the biggest problem is just going to be the flame guys. And also, of course, I couldn't lock on at all. But I got immediate Fatal Frame, so that's fine. Now I can lock on. And now he's just... Yo, here we go. There we go. There we go. Alright, that's it. Let me go ahead and touch him. Nice. Now, let's get some more items. By the way, this is entirely random. Like, everything you are seeing right now of these enemies, entirely random. I'm gonna use one of those herbal medicines to heal myself because, you know, we're pretty much down half, so... So, now we'll go over here, nothing there. There should be an item around this corner, however I gotta deal with one more enemy. And guess who it is? Yeah. I think that's free now. I think that's 3 times in this chapter I've had to fight these pricks. And in this area right now, kinda cornered. And they usually like to either do this, or just waving their little torch towards me. Which does not count in any way as a Fatal Frame shot, and I can't stop. Unless I get a shutter chance. So, you know, I get stuck on a wall. There we go. And it happened again. You know? Again, you guys get, you know, the pleasure of seeing these assholes. But I get the disservice of not being able to see them around the small box I'm in. Nor being able to touch them. The only time I can actually touch them at this point is if I do the thing. Which I didn't even know remembered. So, you know, can't do the thing. Can't fucking do any of that touching of them. Instead, they get to be obnoxious pricks and just knock my health down constantly. And make me, you know, waste more film. As you can see, not too much showing right now. I have, like, what, under 20 currently, I think? I forgot how much I actually have. All I can remember is that these pricks alone knock down a good chunk of my 14s. And, guess what? They're gonna do it again, because this next encounter is them again. See? So, yeah. That's 4 times now I have to fight 2 of them. A reminder, as well, I've had to fight 2 of these pricks 4 times in this chapter. This is a very, very unfortunate moment for me, because these guys are the worst, and I hate them. And one of them is up on that fucking hill. Which means I can't even, like, touch them and shit. And this is the point where things get really bad. Because now, I've knocked that guy to die over there. Which means this guy's gonna go over to him. And guess what? I will just barely be able to touch them. I can't even notice them. They're right there. I can just barely touch the guy. And now I'm trying to Shutter Chance. And now they're knocked so far away, I can't even hit them at all. See? So, I can't do shit. I have to wait until this guy gets recovered, because I can't reach these guys now. I can't even take a shot. Now I can, because the healing's done. But, like, at the very least, I killed one of them, but now the other guy is, you know, alive. But I timed it so fucking poorly on the freaking Fatal Frame chance. And now I'm just like, where is he this time? Oh, he's right there. Can I get rid of him, please? There. So yeah, I have a distinct hatred towards those guys. It's amazing. This game, it's not even the hardest of, like, all the Fatal Frame games. The third game is hard. But, oh my fucking god, those flame bastards. It got to a point where I could look around some more for items, but at this point I just went, fuck this. I'm just gonna go forward. I'm gonna hope I don't get an encounter now, because I just want to move on now. I don't even care if there's any items I missed. I just want to move on. So, that's what I did. I could have gone back and gotten that one fucking 14 film, by the way, but I didn't want to even chance it, so... About to type 17, and back to getting some photos. There you go. What? This was blocked before. Mother must be. Well, we can now head forward, and guess what? It's the House of Joining! Now we know where it is. Lovely. So yeah, here's the front door. It's nice. It's a nice little front entrance, honestly. Sucks it was blocked off. Oh. Alright, we got that. There's some flowers here, too. Red spider lilies bloom at the edge of the path. They appear to have been carefully planted around the road and the house. It's a very fitting look for, you know, how these places usually look. Oh, look, a piece of paper. There's kind of paper on the ground. Did my mother leave this? It's from Miku, so... I was abandoned. 4 years ago, Miku came into my life, but now I have to leave her. I don't have long left. I can feel the end is close. Uh-huh. Sure thing, Miku. Everyone dies alone, but I don't want to be alone. I learned of a thing called ghost marriage. Dun dun dun. So yeah, Miku's gone fucking loopy, it seems, since the third game. An image of a pine at the coast adorns the petition screen. Okay. There's an item behind them. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. But yeah, it seems she's gone a bit fucking nutso a bit since the third game. And, yeah. This game, it definitely characterizes Miku in an interesting way. I'll say that much. It's not one I agree with, but it's a take. It is a take. Fuck off, really? I think that should have counted. Anyway. We got the bind lens. Lens that freezes the photographed subject for a time. Take another photo, we'll undo it. I'm not gonna use the lens. I'm just not gonna use the lens. A votive picture celebrating someone's marriage is on the wall. Votive. Okay. There's a box there, too. Talismans hanging from the walls and ceiling amidst the images of couples getting married. Well, it's nice arts. Okay, let's go follow the old bitch, because we know who that was. Let's see what's around this corner.
Let me out. Please.
Hey, Kazuya. How's it going being a ghost that is covered in, like, black tape-looking shit, you know? I want to say it's the Blackwater, but I don't know. It looks like tape, really. Also, getting this item is kind of a pain. And the hand makes it worse. The hand just annoys me. I think the worst part is I have to look down in order to get this. That's kind of obnoxious. Anyway, is there anything in here? Besides hand? A Type 61. Nice. These dolls better not come to life, I swear to God. Let's take a water. I am deliberately missing an item, to be fair. I shouldn't be, but I am. It's fine, though. Because, up over here... Remember that door we unlocked? We can go through now. And now we're over here. But we'll get this photo.
Box. The box. It's...
Voice acting. Wonderful. Anyway, inside of here, I believe there is an item here I can grab. Hopefully. Maybe? Nope. Okay. Well, I do know there is a window here, and I can interact with it. Oh, hey, Ren. I guess this is like in the previous chapter? What's he doing here? I guess taking place in the chapter beforehand, maybe? Oh, hi, Kazuya. Well, I guess we can have our little dance then. Wait, what? I am not taking that as my fault. I'm blaming the game for that one. I am 100% sure that should have counted. It's because I got just a tiny bit too close, I guess. Anyway, I'm using the harder shots against him and some other hard ghosts because, again, a bit antsy about just using the Type 14 against them. Especially after the flame pricks. So yeah. Oh, Ren's gone. I guess it's not taking place. But he left something here. A notebook's been left on the floor. Did it belong to the person staying in this room? Let's see what Ren has to say. I had that dream again. The one where I swing that knife down a girl in a ceremony. Before I bring down the knife, our eyes meet. When they do, I feel a jolt to feel like she's seen me into my soul. The girl then falls into a box. Okay. How enlightening. Did it really happen? If it was real, then what happened to that girl? When I woke up, my pulse was pounding, and I am beset with overwhelming regret, pain, and sadness. Could definitely say it in your face, Ren. The ceremony must be from that summer when I was a boy, when I stayed with the Aso family on Mount Kakivoy. Fuck me. I played with the local children over the place, even on the grounds of Kakivoy Shrine, until the sunset. I think that's when it must have started. Uh-huh. It's a therapy session, then. I've been thinking about going back to Mount Kakivoy for some time now, but I'm scared of learning the truth about that dream. I hear it's all been demolished. Maybe there's nothing left to tell me if it's a dream or not. Probably not. Probably is a ghost town. Who knows? Anyway, we are now done in this little area, so now we need to go all the way back. But we're not going back the way we came, we're going back the other direction, because there's an item down here that I want to grab, and also it's faster. Okay. Oh, no. I'm gonna grab the item. Come on, game. Come on! There we go. There we go. Okay, let's move on forward. So, we went around in a circle now, that's lovely. However, it does exclude a lot of the rooms in this area, so that means we only have like 2 rooms to go for, and the first one we can go for is this one to my right. So I'm sure it'll be just fine. It won't open, it's being held by... Okay, powerful force time. That means we gotta take a photo of something. Yep. Put the 7, and... Okay. I think we should go to that other room then, because I'm pretty sure that's where that photo is. Because there were all those sort of blinds there, so it kind of matches. Look around this corner for an item. Yeah, there was an item. And the camera decides to blank out for a bit, and canned. Hand. Fucking hand. Got the ember. Alright, open the door. Is there a healing item around here? Yes, there is. I'll be taking that as well. And now, I think we just interact with this spot here. Oh, is that... Oh my god, she's still thinking about Mafuyu. Moving with a mirror just like in the photo. Okay, the shadow disappeared from the picture. Yep. Okay, when you're doing that game, I'm getting ready. Because when you pull that shit, I know a fight's coming. Right. Who's in here? Who am I fighting? Oh. Fucking bitch. Hang on, let me just heal myself. You can keep talking after I heal myself, okay? Thank you. Okay, thank you for that lovely dialogue. Now it's time for me to beat your ass with my camera. Of course. If I can actually hit her, I can get a fatal frame shot. Shit. She's gonna grab me. Yeah. That was really bad timing. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're not pulling the second shot at me, bitch. And you shouldn't have gone for third times to try either, because you just got screwed there. Oh, I timed it poorly, and oh no! I'm on the purple! That means if I get touched right now, it's an instant death, I'm pretty sure. But wait! The embers! We have like 6 of them! There we go. That gets rid of her effect on me. Which means now, I can just beat the shit out of her with no consequence. So yeah, that's the effect you get if you get that hit thing, and then, you know. And that's it. Touch her face. Drama. Okay, now we can actually get the hell out of here. So, I'm just gonna put my film onto the lower spots at this point, because for the most part, we're not gonna need the strong stuff until, well, we get to our boss fight of this level. But first... Yeah, it was your woman. She's beckoning us. The garden across the pond has been beautifully kept. I can see that. Again, it's a lovely area when it's not being a haunted mess. Oh, hi there. You doing good? Oh, it was a trap. It was a trap all along. Oh no. You know what else is a fucking trap? Goddamn walls! Please leave the wall. Thank you, thank you. Now can you try for a fatal frame attack on me, please? So I can kick your ass? Or you can go back in the wall like a bitch! Fuck me! Thank you. At least the good thing is that the game isn't knocking her into the wall and then through it while I'm doing the fatal frame shot. It's actually like letting me continue the fatal frame shots and not just fucking me over like an asshole. Alright. Back to this. There is an item here. Let's go ahead and read some. There's a scrap of paper by the dresser. Was she here? Did my mother leave this? I have to go now. I could always see things no one else could see. Only Mafuyu understood me. I could never tell him how I feel, though. He left before I could tell him. Because he went and, you know... I could never look him in the eye. He'd have known how I feel if I let myself look at him like that. It was difficult being with him, but it was better than being alone. He doesn't need to understand me. I don't need to be with him forever. If I could just ease my brother's suffering for a moment as he keeps the gates to the underworld sealed. That's what he did. He sacrificed himself to do that shit. And yeah, let's see how that went. In the end, who will be by my side? Let me do this, please. Forgive me. I mean, it was his choice to do the sacrifice thing, and, you know, it didn't really stop these assholes. Beautiful lacquerware is on display on top of the dresser. There's no dust, since someone was using it quite recently. Lacquerware. I don't know how to say that fucking word, I'm sorry. I'm hoping one of those pronunciations was correct. Anyway, now it's time for me to just go on forth. No ghosts? Okay. now it's time for a cutscene. Because we know what this is. We know what room this is. And after we get this item over here, we know what's coming. Game, give me the item. Give me the item. Game, thank you. Fuck. Anyway, time to open the door and see what's beside it. I'm gonna put myself in some hard film for this one.
You are seeking. They have taken part in a ghost marriage. You should rejoice, young lady. You should fear nothing, child. For you, as a Shadowborn, you too must fulfill your duty and become a sacred pillar.
Man, who didn't see that coming that she'd be evil? Unfortunately, I screwed up. There we go. I was trying to get a better frame shot on her because I'm pretty sure you can, but I screwed up. Anyway, if you don't know how this chick usually fights, do you remember that one time where we almost got locked in a box? Yeah, she's that. She is that woman. See? She even puts the mirror on. So yeah, it goes out the same way as the previous time. Except it's a lot more of a box in here compared to before where it was an open space. Though, the method of defeating her is the exact same. And also her fireballs are kind of annoying at this point because I don't actually anticipate that. Because I kind of forgot she even shoots fireballs and it's kind of hard to fucking see them. And then be able to attack her with it. Like right there! How did that not fucking do anything? Right. Where is she? I don't... Is there a fireball in my fucking body or something? Like, what's going on? Oh, there she is. Okay, that does it. We've defeated her again. A book of a white cover. Did an old woman write that? Let's read it, shall we? The ghost marriage allows pillars to persist longer. Maiden's gun pillars must be bound to someone. Sad though it may be, no maiden can endure the pain they suffer within the reliquary on her own. Okay then. What do you have in mind? We brought many men to wed Osei, but they all had a change of heart. The joins failed. I feel she might be waiting for Master Aso to come back to her. But if he does come, there is no guarantee that she'll be the one he chooses. They may have made a promise, but we know that outsiders have fickle hearts. So she's also a bitch. Good to know. But yeah, it seems that Osei really wants Aso to be around with her. Take a wine other accoutrements for a wedding ceremony are arranged before a gilded screen. You know what else is around here? A fucking box. I'm guessing we know who's inside.
Mother? have much time left. If only I could go back to then. If things could just be as they were. That is my last wish. Mother. Mother. You. Forgive me.
No. No. I won't let you do it. Come back with me.
Mew. It's too late for me.
Come on. Let's go. Together. Come home with me, please.
Yeah, come on, Miku, let's take you home already. You've been hitting the bottle of black water too hard already, and you've gone fucking wasted as shit inside of the damn thing. Come on. Let's take you back home. If I can open the door. There we go. However, we can't just go home that easily. The game is gonna have to throw a few more things at us, like these two guys. So, oh, shit. And she's just having a swim. Fucking hell. I'm still not used to the grab move. And, yeah, I'm not looking too good on health. But hey, guess it's in the menu with me. Hey, Miku. Or Mika. I don't know. It looked like it said Mika there. The text isn't really blended in very well. Anyway, can you two just, you know, do a fatal there? There we go. That'll do it. That'll do it. I think I actually defeated them. No, no. But this will. Is she behind me? Fuck! Come on. Yeah, get screwed. Give me my points. Thank you. Of course, we're not yet done. Because, you know, if it was just those two, that wouldn't be, you know, a big deal. We're not getting the flame pricks at this point, at the very least. But, we are going to get a few somewhat difficult stuff. That one wasn't so bad. Can I open that door? It's a wall. Okay, game. Okay. Anyway. That fight there wasn't too bad. The one we're about to enter right now, it can get you by surprise a little bit. Like, for instance, you don't fight immediately. You instead run towards this guy, and then, hey, it's Kazuya! Now let's see if I can get them both in the shot and then kill them. There we go. Oh, hey, Kazuya. Of course. Ah! I swear to God, I press the dodge button so often and it does nothing. Anyway, you wanna... There we go. Look at that, a backward shot. Okay, that did that. Let me go ahead and touch you. Can I get something? And I get nothing. I don't know if he actually has a memory thing just yet. I'm really hoping he does, but so far I'm not getting much luck. Anyway, from here, if you're unlucky, there'll be one more encounter you gotta deal with, but for me, I was lucky, so I can just get the hell out of here and not have to deal with that. So yeah, that's that chapter. So yeah, come on Miku, we're taking you home. You know, you've been through a lot of shit. Clearly not riding the head anymore. You know, the whole ghost stuff has really just done you in. Let's just take you home and just let you retire, let you rest. Because I think you've had enough of fucking Fatal Frame for one lifetime. And that's it. Time for a cutscene. Alright. They sleep. Miyu finally found Miku on Mount Ikami, where she had entered a ghost marriage at the House of Joining. Miku explained her desperate wish to be reunited with her beloved, pleading for Miyu's forgiveness. Miyu led her mother away from the mountain and back to the antique shop. Miyu and Miku lay side by side and quickly fell into a deep sleep. And what do I get for just kinda fumbling around on this one and not doing a great job on fights and such? An S+, of course. Of course. Of course. Well, that's gonna do it for this part. Next time will be 12th drop, where we're gonna find Hisoka Kurosawa. Description? Rescuing Miyu, Yuri decides to continue chasing after Hisoka. Across the mist of the lakes of the departed stands a massive torii leading to the Shrine of the Water. This is a long part. It's kind of mazy, and I needed a map for it. So, I will see you next time for that fucking mess. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then.